Hey guys, it's Steph. If you're new here, welcome to the Not Basic Homestead. As promised, today I'm going to be making some croutons from my leftover sourdough and just leftover bread. Finally, we're out of them, so I'm going to get those baked up. And then I have some of this egg beater that I love and some leftover that I found, a breakfast burrito mix that I made, and I'm going to just mix that up with the eggs and use some of my jalapenos that we didn't use up yesterday and make little egg bites. They're absolutely wonderful for a breakfast, and I love to take that for work, and it's very healthy and low in points. And then we will get to taste the salsa as soon as well later. So I think what I'm gonna do is start off with the breadcrumbs or the croutons, and I pre-chopped everything up when I went to freeze it, so making life a lot easier. And I don't care if I have a mix of sourdough and a mix of the regular breadcrumbs. So what it's gonna call for is I need a lot of olive oil, so I'm probably gonna use all of this. I might have to get my big container. Oh my goodness, yeah. So I'm just gonna drizzle away. I might spray the tops of these too after I get it put on the pan, just because there is so much and it's not wanting me to. I'm gonna have to refill this anyway, so let's just pop that spout off and let's just drizzle away. Okay. Ugh. All right, I gotta wash my hands. I obviously did not think that one through. So, but again, this is my first time of ever making croutons, so I hope they turn out really, really well. I think I got more oil on my hands than I did in the actual croutons. Okay, so I'm just gonna open up my new garlic powder here. I forgot that I just pulled this out from the pantry. My other garlic powder, I don't know, it went bad or yucky or something, so I'm not really doing any measurements. I'm just gonna load in, and then I've got some Italian seasoning here. Just gonna pour a bunch of that in because we got quite a bit here. So, and then, oh, my salt's getting empty. So, throw in some kosher salt. I'm gonna have to fill that up. So, pepper, throw that in there. So, I've got my sheet pan ready with the parchment paper. I did get that ready right away. So now I'm just gonna carefully mix all of this together. Oh, I am so excited, and I like my croutons a little bit bigger, so I did leave them in bigger chunks. So some of the other bread that I had from what I made is I turned those into breadcrumbs, and wow, that is something, like I said before, I will never change back to store-bought ever again. So, oh wow, I think I did a pretty good job. Just getting this all, I might have to do another toss on the sheet pan, and looks like there's gonna be some breadcrumbs on here. So, little trick I learned when you're working with parchment paper is crinkle it. Whoa, okay, no, Bobo, no, you can't have, there's garlic in there. Okay, thank you, buddy. Good boy, good boy. I'm in the kitchen cooking, so our dog Bo is over here. You can't see him. He just got a bath. He's been living life rolling in the grass and smelling really bad. So, you know what? I might have to do this in 2 batches. This is way too much onto here. So we're gonna transfer some of this off. I need to have, I'll just get another pan out, I think, and I'll just do 2 pans. Okay, we're gonna have a lot of croutons. I do have a little jar vacuum. There's maybe some breadcrumbs in here too that are seasoned. I do have a jar vacuum sealer that I use for my dried goods. It is awesome. So it takes all the air out, and then that way you, oh, I'm gonna make a mess with a lot of kitchen towels again today. That's all right. I've got laundry that always is needing to be washed. But helps your food last a little longer, so I can put, that's my oven, it just let me know it's warmed up. So I'll put them in some half-gallon jars and use them up. You know, in the one jar that I'm not using, I'm gonna put the little thing on top and vacuum seal it. It's phenomenal. I've been using it for a lot of things. I'm just gonna grab out another sheet pan here. Real quick, so, and get my parchment paper out. I might have to put one on the bottom and one on the top, so, but hey, that's all right. Let's get things going. So like I said, just crinkle it up, and I'm gonna kind of give a little final stir, get some of the stuff that's on the bottom here. Nope, 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 nope. No bubble. Okay, so let's get these in the oven. Put you right there. No, all right, you're gonna go on the bottom. I am gonna probably end up having to flip that one over. So it says 12 to 15 minutes. We'll start with 12. That's what we'll do. Get rid of that bowl. Let's clean up my mess just a little bit. So, all right, so now on to the egg bites. I already have my muffin tins ready to go. I just spray the heck out of them so everything pops out easier. I'm just gonna go ahead and pour this whole entire container in here because I have used some of this. I probably could do some eggs and crack them all and mix them all up, but I find this to be just as good. So it don't bother me. All right, so let's cut this open. Where did I put my scissors? I had to wash my scissors because I forgot I used them earlier, and then I went ahead and just refilled my salt jar. So I'm gonna, this has been defrosting in the refrigerator for a couple of days. It's got some real eggs in it already, so that's not gonna hurt nothing. I'm just gonna kind of break this up. I might have to get a whisk out or something. So, and this has already got sausage in it and some peppers. I'm gonna add some more just for more veggies. I'm gonna throw a little bit of cheese in here because it's good with the cheese. I am going to throw in a little bit of garlic powder. Oh, it doesn't want to come out because it's, I need to, I think, put that in a smaller container. So salt, pepper. I'm gonna grab out a can of diced chilies. I love this stuff. I use these little cans of chopped up green chilies in almost everything. Might have to get a whisk out just to mix this out a little bit better, huh? So get you all out. Okay, I'm gonna set this to the side for a second. I'm gonna chop up some of these jalapenos. I gotta get creative and figure out some uses. I don't wanna waste any of that. I worked hard to produce these. I worked really, really hard. There, that way. And I think I got some whole ones in here. I think I got to a point towards the end of summer that I was just done with chopping and peeling, and I thought, oh, these will be fine throwing in there. So I'm just gonna take a few of these. I went out to my garden this morning and I have Guys, I think we finally got the green bean mystery solved, and I have lots of seedlings popping up. I guess it must have been the seeds that I was using or something, because they weren't working. And this time in the package this time didn't say to soak the beans, so I went ahead and I just threw them in the ground like I always do, and boom, it was good. Ooh, I wonder if I should chop up some of my fresh cilantro from the garden and put it in here. No, not today. I won't do that today. I did lose that though, but I'm gonna set this in the, oops, that's soapy water. Set this over in the sink for a second. Throw these whole ones back in. I'll figure something out. I'm just gonna wash my hands real quick since I handled the jalapenos. I do not want to burn myself later on. And you know, when I de-seeded everything the other day and I had the jalapenos and I did that, I did not get affected by that at all. I'm gonna maybe whisk this just to break up some of these clumps in here. I'm gonna have to do a few batches because this is quite a bit, but that's okay. So then what I do after I'm done with all of this, after I cook them, I let them cool on a rack, and then I flash freeze them. So I'll put them back on a sheet pan, throw them in my freezer, let them freeze, and then I'll throw them in a bag. That way they don't stick together, and I can just take out whatever it is that I want. And usually what I do at work, when I take like a breakfast burrito, a frozen sandwich, when I get to work, I set it out on a paper towel, and by the time I get done with doing certain things, it's defrosted and ready for me to go, and it cooks up quicker. So that's what I do. So I'm just chopping up the eggs and the sausage in here, and oh wow, this already smells delicious. So, and then I made some bread yesterday while I was filming, and funny story is I didn't read the directions all the way through. I've got to be better about, I just get so excited and get in a hurry that I don't read the directions all the way through, and the bread called for 10 hours of proofing and rising. And so it said put in the warmest spot of your kitchen. I purposely did not do that. I went ahead and put it in a spot that I knew was gonna be cool because it was so early in the day. I didn't wanna mess up my loaves, but I just wanted to show you. I finished it up, it rised beautifully, did wonderful. That egg wash, look at that. Oh my goodness. So, and it's got a nice crumb to it with it being a sourdough. Right now, I'm just gonna leave my olive oil open because I'm gonna have to refill that. I'm just trying to make some space here. So I am gonna use my fancy little ladle. You don't wanna fill these up all the way because the eggs will rise. So I usually do about 3/4 full. If you want to, I guess you could put a muffin liner in it. I just think that's kind of a waste. I don't do that, so I just spray everything down really, really liberally. Oh boy, these are gonna be really, really good. So I'm trying to clean out our freezers, and plus, you know, I gotta get our freezers cleaned out and prepped for, you know, the season, the garden season. So, cause I'm really, really hoping this year I get a really good, plentiful bounty. Oh, I'm so excited. Very excited. I just can't, oh, now that one's gonna be a nice gooey cheesy one. That was a big chunk of cheese. We pre-shred all of our cheese. I had such a big block that the little container that we usually put it in the fridge, I just threw it in a bag and put it in the freezer, and I just pull it out to defrost, and wow, I didn't put anything in it, no cornstarch, nothing. I just did the cheese itself, let it defrost. I kind of broke it up a little bit, so, okay. Maybe I can come over and pan down a little bit for you so you can kind of see. So So on these, as you can see, they're only 3/4 full. I didn't fill them up all the way because the eggs, they do bunch up. So we can put some of that in there. So right now I'm going to work on, I got to get dinner started. We have softball tonight. Oh my goodness. And game's at 6 and we got to be there early. So, and then we'll be at the fields late. So we're going to either eat supper before we go or eat supper when we come back. Okay, so got my pan heating up. I'm just gonna, I don't know, I think I'm gonna just make some enchiladas. I've got some corn tortillas that need used up, and I've got some, just when I was looking through things, I've got some enchilada sauce that I canned up and made, so I'm gonna get that used up, and then if I have enough left over, I'm probably gonna put it in a pan and just freeze it, and then that way all I have to do is take it out in the morning and get a meal prep. I'm always all about that. Let's check on our croutons here. You know what, I think they can go for a few more minutes. I am going to take this one out and flip it though, so it gets a chance. I don't know, let's get brave and push it for 5 minutes, huh? How does that sound? So pan's getting warm. I'm just gonna throw in some hamburger. This is store-bought hamburger. I found that in the freezer when I was looking through for things, so I gotta get this used up because we want to start, got about 55 pounds of ground beef from a local butcher, and oh god, that beef is so amazing. So our dream is to get, a quarter of a cow for our freezer. So we're gonna, but we don't have the room because I shop in bulk. I prepare. I like to not run out of things. It bothers me. Where is my, oh, it's in the dishwasher. This meat chopper right here. Pampered Chef. Love it. I've had this for about 10 years and it has done amazing. You can use it for mashing potatoes, stirring it with eggs. It is phenomenal. I am going to go ahead and season all of this. So, multitasking in the kitchen, I've always got to do a few things all at once. So, okay. I think I'm going to put these on a rack. Just because, and I think I need to get more muffin tins. Just because I want to put some parchment paper down. If the eggs happen to run over, less mess to clean up. And I don't want spilling all over in my oven because I hate cleaning my oven. I hate it. If anyone wants to come over for free and clean my oven, I'll let you. I won't stop you from doing that at all. So we'll get these on here. And when the croutons are done, I think we'll call the little one in and we'll get a taste test done. Oh my gosh, I can feel that I need to mop the floor. I just swept and mopped all these floors and I can feel all the breadcrumbs on my feet, but that's okay. So, yeah, we will come back. All right, the timer just went off for the breadcrumbs, so let's see how they're, ooh, hot oven and glasses. Let's see how they're, okay, oh yeah, I think those are good. Ooh, wow, those look amazing. Those look amazing. I'm just gonna set this up here for a second. Oh yeah, these got all nice and toasted. Those probably won't be able to use those breadcrumbs. So these egg bites only go at 375, about 15-20 minutes. So I'm gonna set the timer for that. We'll start with 15. I always like to start low and slow first. So, okay, let's get these on the cooling racks. So, whew, those are hot. Might have to use tongs. Oh man, look at that one. That one's all nice and crispy. We'll let these cool down for a minute. Hot. I'm gonna. Ooh. Oh. Oh, some pepper got to me. Oh, some pepper. Now we're cooking. I'm just gonna use these tongs here. Get these all off. So, husband's calling me. Hang on. Well, while the egg bites were going, a neighbor stopped by and had to chat, so had to stop and talk with her for a little bit, which that's okay. But anyways, well, hey, Sammy, do you want to taste test the salsa?
Sure.
Yeah. Little.
That's the salsa?
No, this is the egg bites that I just pulled out of the oven. So I took a batch out already. The croutons are all done. The ones that were on the bottom got a little bit more toasted than I wanted. So I might have to, I don't know, maybe just sacrifice it. See if I can deal with some of them got a little burnt. So I'm gonna have to pull some of those out. Oh my goodness, this is, you know what I want to put, we're just gonna, there's only a little bit left in this bowl. I know I said 3/4 full, but we're just gonna, not enough to really pull out another tin. So put this right here. So those are gonna be nice and full. We'll get these into the oven. So why don't you go get your sister and have her come over here. She doesn't have to get on the camera, but have her stop over here. Let me find, where did I put my chips? So I've got the egg bites here cooling on the rack. I've got my croutons cooling on the rack. So now we're just gonna open it up and taste test the salsa. So let's see if we can get that awesome sound. Oh, it didn't go loud. Sometimes it's really, really loud. All right, you want to come smell it, Sam? You want to come smell it? Oh, that smells good. Okay.
Yes, it does.
All right. Wait, here. I'm gonna come right over here. There you go.
Just feed it to baby again.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Here you go, Sam.
No, chunky.
Take chunky. Yep, that's what it is. It's a chunky salsa. What do you think?
Spicy.
No. I can taste the cumin in it. Can definitely taste the tomato. It's almost a sweet sour salsa. I mean, it's not spicy, but I didn't have any seeds in there either, so. But I think with this, maybe add more of the cumin into it just to give it a little extra flavor, because you can always add dry spices and seasoning in with your canned goods. You just can't alter the vegetables or anything like that. And I just realized I threw that lid away, so I'm gonna have to wash that off. Take that out of the trash and wash it off. I'm just gonna work on getting dinner ready for the game. So let's see if this one, oh yeah, nice little seal. So just gonna get my sauce ready to go and get dinner going. So it's just some days it never ends, and you know what, I love it because we're plentiful, and I appreciate life so much. I have a good life and I am grateful for it. So hamburger's done. The second batch of egg bites are in the oven, so we're almost done with all of that. I will probably let these cool, and then when we get back from the games, I'll throw them in the freezer, let them flash freeze overnight, and then I can throw them in bags and have that all good and done. Bread's still not completely cool yet, so we gotta wait on that. But I do recommend, I think this salsa's okay. It's not exactly what I'm looking for. So, but we got more to try. But I think with the garden tomatoes, this will taste a lot better, because the canned tomato, I don't know if they put sugar in it or not, so I guess I didn't read that, but it'll be a lot better, I think, with garden tomatoes and a little bit extra cumin inside of it. Oh, now I'm getting a little kick of the heat there, so I guess garden jalapenos always are hotter. But I want to thank everybody, and thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. The more, comment on what would you like to see me make next. What is something you're wanting to see me do? What would you like me to can next to show you? I am always down for doing some canning. So, God bless and live your life to the fullest and enjoy. Thank you.